A case with the medial meniscus posterior root tear, left knee. The posterior root tear, as well as meniscus extrusion, is confirmed from the anterolateral portal. Fibrous tissues around the torn meniscus edge is removed using a motorized shaver. A 6 mm diameter tunnel is created at the attachment site of the posterior root. The 6 mm diameter tunnel allows the meniscus bone healing by pulling the torn edge of the posterior root into the tunnel. A passport button cannula is inserted into the anteromedial portal. A knee scorpion suture passer, preloaded with 2-0 fiber wire, is inserted through the cannula. Loop end of the suture is passed through the meniscus approximately 5 mm apart from the torn edge. Once the loop end of the suture is passed, it is grabbed with the scorpion and pulled out of the portal, creating the racking hitch knot, and the knot is drawn into the joint to securely hold the torn edge of the meniscus. The same procedure is repeated, and in total 2 sutures are placed. The sutures are then shuttled transtibially through the tunnel to the anteromedial aspect of the proximal tibia. A mid-medial portal is made at 1 cm proximal to the medial meniscus and just anterior to the medial femoral condyle. Meniscotibial capsule is sufficiently released from the medial tibial plateau using an arthroscopic rasp, from anterior to posterior for mobilization of the medial meniscus. In order to ease reduction of torn posterior root to the anatomic insertion site as well as reduction of the meniscus extrusion. A juggernaut soft anchor, loaded with a max braid, is inserted on the edge of the medial tibial plateau, as posterior as possible through the mid-medial portal. A microsuture lasso small curve is inserted, and penetrates the capsule from superior to inferior at the margin between the meniscus and the capsule, slightly anterior to the insertion point of the anchor. Suture relay is used to pass max braid from inferior to superior. The same procedure is repeated to create a mattress suture configuration. Another juggernaut soft anchor is inserted, 1 cm anterior to the first anchor, and the same procedure is repeated. The passed sutures are then tied through the mid-medial portal using a self-locking sliding knot. Extruded medial meniscus is reduced and centralized with this centralization procedure. With the arthroscopic view, the suture ends are finally tied over a button under adequate tension. A final arthroscopic evaluation is performed to confirm reattachment of the medial meniscus posterior root to the insertion site and reduction of the extruded meniscus.